know one of our presidents? You guys ever hear of Teddy Roosevelt? President Teddy Roosevelt lost his favorite ring in our park, Rock Creek Park. And he puts an ad in the newspaper. If you find my ring, bring it to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Nobody ever found it. The unique thing about Pennsylvania Avenue right here, it's the same exact width today as it was when they cut the trees down in 1799. And that was mind-blowing for that time period. When people showed up, we had no buildings. This is my kind of favorite intersection. They call them Old Granny.
This is my bike.
2.5-hour inauguration speech in the winter with no hat, no jacket.
Say hi.
Shortest presidency ever.
Say
They got
hi.
pneumonia and died, so don't take it personally.
Say hi, you bees.
You guys remember which ones you were? Hey, Pennsylvania Avenue, it was with wood. So how do you think wet wood worked with horses and carriages and new trains? It was a little bit of a disaster down here. And then up on the hill up there to the left, they merged the company. We really had a winter the last couple of years. I don't think it got too cold. Maybe not even. You know Berlin does. So most cities in the world that have embassies. 3 or 4 decades we had little groups, and then eventually it all needed to be Americanized. But we still, every state probably has a Rome, a Paris, and stuff around like that. So, welcome to Capitol Hill. We're out scooters. I'm happy to help. I'll give you a couple stories. Pictures. I wrote you pictures of them. Castle, and this is like the closest thing we have to it. Everything that looks like gold is real gold. Even that torch back there behind the flagpole, that's why I didn't change colors. They had 90 artists just working on this one building, so this is kind of... About 2,000 people out here every night of the week for almost the next year. And all they would do, stare at those lights. That's the first public lighting in the city. The social hour was the... And whoever's the new president is supposed to run the city. 46 presidents. It's only not happened twice. The second president was so mad he lost. The third president, he left. And President Trump didn't lose, of course. So he didn't walk down. So if President Trump wins again, I doubt President Biden will walk down there. And then it'll be seats in that field. 2 fields this way will be seats. It's under a 5-year restoration, and I'm hoping part of it is to put lights on it. This is one of the coolest buildings in the city. We got something else there. When it was done in 1998 was if it was raining outside, it was raining inside too. So it's just 33,000 stones stacked on top of there. That's kind of the backyard of the White House. We'll do a big figure 8. They would never say the backyard because they wouldn't take somebody from another country in the back door. So almost every building in the city, the entrances are north, south, east, west. Here, close it back down to finish it. So, again, we do things a little weird here. If you get behind the fountain, you might get the giant flag here, the flag's there, and still see the Capitol in the background. Or if you want to get in front of the wall,
we were back home before too. Or before. Yeah. We were back home because you gotta get adjusted when you get to the house. Then you gotta eat. I feel like there's never enough time.
A couple months ago, I saw a lady from France, Paris, was asking me for directions to get here. It was a white lady, and she had a loose-fitting tank top on. When she turned around, she had 3 paragraphs of his "I Have a Dream" speech, shoulder blade to shoulder blade, tattooed in her back. This waterfall over here, he could crash in the stock market. He crashed a couple of years before he becomes the president. When he became the president, I think unemployment was like 34, 35%. Corporations are going to tell him president. When FDR gets elected, he goes, "Oh boy, I'm coming in and I'm treating the country like a dark horse. It's going to cost us a ton of money to make you start." Invented a copy machine. He would strap it on his arm and he would make an identical copy of every letter he ever wrote.